Ukraine stands strong in 2025. Its military is battle-hardened now, with 700,000 troops serving. They have faced years of brutal war, and their experience is incredibly vast. This defines their current strength as they defend their nation bravely. Their collective resolve remains unbroken. Drone warfare is a key change, and Ukraine's drone production has surged, being 100 times greater compared to early 2022. Nearly 2 million drones were planned as the ambitious goal for 2024. These numbers show the great progress made, as technology critically aids their defense efforts. Drones have reshaped the modern battlefield, offering a crucial asymmetric advantage. Ukrainian forces use them with skill for vital reconnaissance and for attack, countering enemy numbers at times. It is a stark feature of modern warfare. Constant innovation is vital for Ukraine, and their tactical skills have significantly grown. Yet, serious challenges do persist. Domestic production still faces hurdles, as Ukraine relies on some foreign parts for its advanced systems, including certain drone components. Ensuring supply chains remains hard, and Russia also targets production sites. National resilience is tested daily. Ukraine's own arms industry grows, and this is a truly remarkable story. It was worth $1 billion before the full-scale invasion, but now in 2025, it is $35 billion. This represents a huge increase and shows powerful national determination. Greater self-reliance is a clear goal, with about 30% of weapons now manufactured inside Ukraine. This is a very significant figure, as it lessens reliance on external partners for some essential military items. This domestic capacity is truly vital, supporting the ongoing war effort daily and strengthening national sovereignty greatly. The economy shows deep resilience too, despite the constant war. Essential public services are maintained and the government continues to fully function. People adapt to very difficult conditions, and this economic strength is absolutely crucial. It supports both society and defense, as Ukraine is determined to bravely endure. Ukraine pushes for needed EU reforms mandated by the European Union, even during this wartime. It shows a firm commitment to the future and to closer European integration. Good governance remains a top priority, but Russian attacks are a constant threat as they deliberately target production facilities. The European Union offers strong support, and this extensive backing is comprehensive. It now totals 135 billion euros, covering many different areas such as military, economic, and humanitarian needs. The EU's commitment has been visibly clear since February 2022, and this solidarity is extremely important. Military help provided is substantial, with the EU providing modern Leopard tanks and advanced artillery systems. Training is another very key part, with over 70,000 Ukrainian troops so far having received crucial EU training. This improves their overall combat skills and is practical, direct, effective assistance. Financial loans are also being provided, currently amounting to 160 billion euros. This greatly helps Ukraine's struggling economy. A new plan uses frozen Russian assets, with around $20 billion to be utilized for reconstruction and government support. This is an innovative financial approach. The EU announced a new defense plan in the early part of 2025, worth a massive 680 billion euros. This signals a distinct long-term view, a serious commitment to regional security, and continued robust support for Ukraine. Europe is clearly adapting its strategy, and this important shift has wide implications. Section 4. Navigating the path: EU aspirations and internal dynamics. Ukraine actively seeks EU membership. The EU is fast-tracking this process. This is a major political forward step. It signals tangible hope for the future, and much closer ties with all of Europe. Full integration is a strategic national aim. This ongoing process offers encouragement. Ukraine works diligently towards this goal. However, the EU faces its challenges. Internal divisions can slow down progress. Hungary has caused some notable delays. This affects the membership process timeline. EU decisions always require full consensus. This can be quite hard to achieve. It highlights the EU's inherent complexities. Complete unity is not always easy. Frozen Russian assets are now key. The EU, UK, and Canada explore different ways to unlock $300 billion. This substantial money could help Ukraine. A reparation loan concept is proposed, using these assets as vital collateral. The G7 summit might discuss this. This remains a complex legal issue. Germany made a new bold decision. In May of 2025, this happened. Chancellor Friedrich Merz finally agreed. Ukraine can use its Western weapons against some military targets in Russia. Analysts said this was somewhat late, but the move was still welcomed. The delivery speed will be very key. Section 5. Across the Atlantic: American military assistance and expertise. The United States provides crucial aid. Its military aid is highly significant. $66.5 billion has been committed. This includes many advanced weapons. HIMARS precision rockets are supplied, ATACMS long-range missiles too are sent, and 200,000 anti-tank guided rounds. This American aid boosts Ukraine's defense. Financial aid is also very crucial. The US has given $50 billion. This is additional to direct military help. It supports Ukraine's strained economy and helps the government to function. This comprehensive support truly matters. It addresses multiple pressing urgent needs. America's overall role has been large. US training efforts are quite vital. Ukrainian troops learn valuable new skills. Effective small unit tactics are taught. Logistics and leadership skills improve. Combined arms operations training too. This careful work builds long-term capacity. It makes Ukrainian forces more effective. Important expertise is shared quite widely. Broader US support also exists. Intelligence sharing is absolutely critical. This includes SIGINT, IMINT, and HUMINT. It allows for accurate precision targeting. The US helps with military planning and with bolstering cyber defenses. Economic sustainability is also supported. This extensive aid is multifaceted. Section 6 Winds of change US political landscape and aid consistency. US domestic politics create uncertainty. In 2025, some aid was paused. President Trump reportedly ordered this. He aimed to push for peace talks. Some vital aid later did resume. But this caused considerable concern in Kyiv. The consistency of support wavered. This added to existing wartime pressures. This uncertainty has a direct impact. Ukraine feels the negative effects directly. President Zelensky voiced his frustration. He criticized perceived US inaction and its silence on certain issues. He believed this emboldened Moscow's regime. Clear, steady international support is needed. Any hesitation can be very dangerous. Some political analysts offer their views. Vitaly Portnikov is one such voice. He stated the US pressures Ukraine, perhaps more than it pressures Russia. Meanwhile, President Trump also spoke. He publicly called Putin crazy. This was after recent Russian attacks. The US official position seems complex. Ukrainian expectations are now shifting. They look increasingly more towards Europe for robust and more steady support. This is due to US political dynamics. The political climate there is changing. Europe is seen as more reliable now. This is a very notable adjustment. Ukraine adapts to these new realities. Section 7. The Global Crucible. Ukraine's struggle and international stability. This terrible war is a global test. Its ultimate outcome matters everywhere. A Russian victory would be truly dire. It could seriously destabilize the world. The existing international order is at risk. Many democratic nations watch very closely. The stakes involved are incredibly high. Freedom itself is fundamentally challenged. Reduced US aid carries grave risks. A complete cutoff would be worse. It could embolden Russia quite greatly and Russia's various allies too. China supports Russia in certain ways. Valuable transatlantic unity could easily fray. The strategic global balance may shift. This would favor growing authoritarianism. Europe can indeed increase its aid, but it cannot fully replace America, especially in some very key areas like advanced air defense systems and sophisticated intelligence gathering capabilities. Ukrainian national morale might suffer if US aid is cut too deeply, but their determined fight would continue. Analyst Oleksiy Melnik clearly states, Russia's success inside Ukraine directly threatens all of free Europe and broader Euro-Atlantic security. Europe's initial response was slow, but it moves correctly forward now. Sustained international support is essential for Ukraine and for global peace.